Goths and Togrutas, Yelena and Bob, you are now tuned into the Disney Holic Show.
Hello and welcome to the Disney Holic Show. That's Jen Diz.
And that's Mike TV.
Today we're feeling the fandom with Bats Day, Tiki Fan Day, Star Wars Day, a game of password, and our Thunderbolts review.
My goodness, Mike, so much has been going on.
So much. And of all the fan days that we're going to talk about today, there's a day that's even more special for
There
Disneyland.
is.
Well, kind of like two, because there's a beginning and then there's the real one, right?
Right. I know. I'm with you on that. And that's this Friday, May 16th, is the kickoff for the 70th celebration of Disneyland. Dun dun
Wow.
dun. Pretty crazy. Also I heard some big loud noise in the background here, but I have my headphones on. But it was right when I said that. It was like whoosh. It like
Ooh,
went with the
that's the
theming.
fireworks. That's the confetti. You live that close to Disneyland now.
Exactly
They are
what that was. I hope it wasn't
testing
anything
it.
more
They are
serious.
testing it.
So first off, I want to ask our listeners who's going. Is anybody going to be there on May 16th? Let us know. Message me in our DMs on Instagram. I want to see people while we're there. I actually don't know what I'm doing yet. I think I'm going alone.
So
Like I
is
know
there
people will be
anything
there, but
special about going the first day of the like
no,
it's a camp or campaign? I don't know how to describe it. Event?
there isn't really anything. The reason that I had reserved May 16th from the beginning was because of the Walt Disney animatronic. However, like you said, they are holding stuff for
Ooh,
the actual day on July 17th.
I did not know that.
And that is one of the things they're holding. That was the thing I was going to run straight to get in line for, right? Um, but yeah, there isn't like anything happening in the morning of. However, they'll probably do something cool like they have for almost every anniversary up until very recently. Let's hope that they don't pull a Disney
Well,
World 50th on us.
Disneyland always
Yeah.
does pretty decent. Sometimes the day of can be disappointing, but like the whole party of the year is pretty cool.
Right.
What about the day of, if you go in July? Do you think they'll have special stuff because they're now opening that new attraction? That seems like double the reason for them to like give out some cool
Yeah,
freebies or day one stuff.
I would hope so. However, I have no idea. So we will have to see. So I'll be reporting on this twice, right? Because we have this version and then we have the July 17th also. But there is a lot of like energy going on about the 16th already, and there's some stuff that they're already doing. First of all, they've already released a ton of the merch for the 70th for like a month already, which is like just ridiculous. But hey, whatever, it is what it is.
Hey,
Hopefully they have
whatever.
enough that'll last over for those coming for the actual 70th. We'll
Well, and
see.
sometimes with these things, like they'll still be releasing brand new 70th stuff, probably like in the Christmas time. And
Yeah,
then,
I don't hate that. If they keep rolling out more new merchandise,
yeah.
that's I
But
like
then
that
also,
too.
I'm like, oh, I just bought that th magnet, but now I want this one.
Yeah, that magnet's like
Ornament.
kind of cool. This one's really cool. Thanks a lot. Could
Uh-huh.
put all at once. Yeah, there's
That happened a lot
pluses
with
and
the
minuses to both.
Disney World 50th and with the Disney 100 that kept happening to me.
Oh, shoot.
Hmm.
Well, you probably just jinxed me, but we'll see how much merchandise I come home with on Friday. They do have like they have it looks like two different lines are coming out for the 70th. They did this in Disney World also, where they had a vault collection. Do
Ooh,
you
I
remember
love
that for
that.
the
It's so
50th?
good.
I
So good.
loved the vault collection. So they're coming out with another one of those. So they're redoing retro items in current modern day fashion, but it's meant to look similar to the old version of them. So you're gonna have a bunch of items from that, and then of course they have the typical 70th anniversary merch, along with that magic key we've talked about in a previous episode, or
Wow.
No, Key to Disneyland it's called. Very excited to try that. So I'll be doing that on the 16th for sure. That's probably like my main objective that day is to just play with that key and get it. So I'm gonna have to run straight to like buy stuff probably, which is not my favorite thing to
That
do, but
key
I'll be doing
thing
that.
looks like a gun and I don't like it.
It doesn't look like a gun. What do you
Wait,
mean?
wait, are you talking about the giant key that you stick into
Yeah,
things?
the big plastic key.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it was just the way that the Disney Parks representative was holding it, the cast member on
It's like pop,
Instagram.
pop, 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 pop.
Yeah, the way she was holding it, and then like pointing to the different like ride colors on her gun. I was gonna say on her gun. It looked like a big water gun or something. I don't know.
I
Uh,
guess I mean,
I don't know. Just
sure, but
trigger dun 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 pun
oh,
America.
nice one, nice one.
But I think it's a very cool idea, and I'm surprised that it made it that far to production and people using it.
Because it looks like a gun.
It's just like big.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
I actually
It's
would
all
have
good
liked
stuff. Like
something.
I'm excited. It's like interactive, but I'm just like, what is that? Where did that come from?
Yeah, it's definitely made like in my opinion, it is designed for kids, right? Like the big chunky plastic look
Yes. It reminds me of those little
toy.
vacuums we used to push around that would pop
Yeah,
balls.
yeah, the little balls. Totally.
Oh my goodness.
It has a bunch of lights and stuff in it too. I would have preferred something like pretty, like a nice actual key or something. Could it be
Yeah.
like a big version of that or something that looks like a really pretty skeleton key? That would have been really cool too.
Ooh,
But
maybe that's what I was wanting also. That's probably it.
yeah, that would have been really
And the
awesome.
Magic Key has a nice logo already that I
Right.
was like, oh, it's not that, I guess. They did something else.
Oh, what if they did? Oh, they could have done like an adult version for the Magic Key holders.
Would have been so good.
Disney, hire us. Okay. But nonetheless, I am excited to get this big clunky, chunky plastic key and go play around Disneyland and find all the new little things to do. Um, Another couple pieces of merch that they came out with. They have a Herald, aka the Matterhorn Abominable Snowman, sipper, I think. Or maybe he's a
Ooh.
popcorn bucket.
Is he cute or scary? Which
He's
version?
scary. He's got his red eyes and
Ooh.
he's like, "Rah." Like he looks like
Oh.
the real thing instead of the cutesy version. Um, and then
I'd
yeah,
like
I
to
think
have
he's a
that,
sipper.
please.
He's a sipper for sure. I could see the little spout coming out the back of his head now. Luckily, they
Okay, so now
placed it
that I
somewhere proper.
have like more space for um fandom stuff
Uh-huh.
at my place, I'm now understanding the appeal of popcorn buckets and sippers. I still think they're like a little, what's the word? Cluttery if there's too much and it's not like organized a certain way. I could
Yeah.
see it getting cluttery. But now I'm seeing really cute ones like the one you just described, the Herald. And then there's so many good ones coming out with Lilo and Stitch in the movie theaters. Like that I
Oh,
need like every single one of them. Like wow. So yeah, I totally get it. And then I start coming up with things to put in them. I'm like, oh, well, I could put that, or I could store my this and that in there, and blah blah blah, or my magic bands in that case, or whatever.
that's
Wow.
funny. I don't use mine for storage at all. They become like statues, basically, like
Statues.
figurines or something. Yeah. But
Oh.
and then I ask myself, I'm like, would I have bought this if this was just a figurine?
Oh, I think
Something
about it
about
all the time. Yep. If it was, and because they don't even give you the popcorn inside of it, rarely
nope,
anymore, anyways.
no, like never anymore. Yep.
Um, you should try hiding some stuff. I like functional
I know, but I put mine
um
like I don't have that many. I
souvenirs.
also like I'm very tame with merchandise in general, but especially popcorn buckets. Like I have I think I only have oh, I have five altogether. I have a
Oh,
Millennium Falcon and a TIE Fighter. And I used to have them, I don't even have them up yet, but they were hanging, so they're flying and chasing each other, right? Like I
okay,
can't
that's
just
good.
have it out
In
somewhere.
a
It has to
way,
be like,
that's checks the box of
right? It's like,
organized and functional because it has
yes,
a
exactly, right? It's like, okay, we have an action
the
shot over here.
core. Yeah.
And then I had an AT-AT Walker, and I had him like walking through all the Pop Funkos that I had on a
Oh, okay.
shelf. So looks cute. And then I have the two electrical parade ones,
Oh,
and
that's a
those
good one.
are just cute as hell, and they don't need to have anything cool, so they're just sitting next to each other
Wow.
on a shelf.
Those are cute ones. I don't have any. Not one.
You have a single popcorn
I don't have a
bucket?
single one. The
How have
one
you made it this far?
the
Congratulations.
closest thing I've had, which is in my other place in Mexico, is I don't think it was popcorn. I think it was like chicken tenders and fries.
Is
It's
it a
like
mouse droid?
the mouse droid. Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I knew it.
And I have it in the bathroom and I put stuff in it.
I forgot I have one of those too. That's really cute though. Okay.
Yeah.
You could totally like turn that one into like a Kleenex box holder or
Yeah,
something
you
too.
could do so
Like,
many things. I
yeah.
have like like the Q-tips thing, like that kind of stuff inside.
Okay, this is hecka cute. This should be a project of ours is to like make our popcorn buckets
Yes.
functional.
Functional and
I
then
like it.
share it. If anyone else
Yeah.
does that, show us, tag us so we could
Please
show it
give
off.
us ideas. I love it.
Yes.
Well, speaking of popcorn buckets, there is a 70th popcorn bucket that I just saw for the first time this morning. I don't know if it was announced earlier or not, but it is a Mickey Mouse classic red pant trouser, black
Hmm.
blazer with the yellow tie, like that look, right? But he freaking talks
Oh, what?
and his eyes move and blinks and everything in a popcorn bucket.
That's interesting. That reminds
And
me
I
of
don't
like
know, like
those
if it, the video of the person holding it, they like picked it up and moved it, and he goes, "Whoa!" And I'm like, does it move like a Furby? Like it knows what you're doing to it, and it can talk. This seems way too advanced,
wow.
so I don't know.
Is it
But yeah,
dishwasher safe?
dishwasher safe. No, I doubt
Probably
it.
not, right? Yeah.
Highly
Gosh.
doubt it.
Yeah,
But
is
it's
that
okay.
even
They
a
don't ever
popcorn
put the
bucket
popcorn in it anyway.
anymore at that point? I don't think
Is
it's
it?
even a
I
popcorn
know.
bucket
It's at the
anymore.
back of his head. I don't even think there's enough room in this thing for a thing of popcorn. Anyway, it
Um,
looks cute and interesting, so I'm here for it.
I can't wait to see what other merch they keep putting out, popcorn bucket wise, now that I'm in the market on the market for popcorn buckets.
Yeah, they have, I think just they have the standard. I can't even believe you're still doing these, but these are the ones that you would actually use for popcorn. It's like those like actual buckets, like a sand pail bucket.
Oh, that's what Filipino moms use as tabos in
What
the
are,
bathroom,
oh,
a
I know what a
tabo.
tabo is. I was about to ask what a tabo is. I know what a
Yeah,
tabo is.
get that water and splash it. And back in the day, we used to use those casino cups when they had real
It's
coins in
like
the
the
slot
same
machines.
thing. Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they don't have them no
I
more.
love it. That's hilarious. They also have another popcorn bucket, but it's we've seen one of this like these before. They're the Mickey Mouse balloons and it lights up. So
Oh,
it's cute.
okay.
It's really
I
cute.
never like the shape of those. The ears are like weird. Anytime those emulations of the balloons, because the balloons look like, the solid color ones, they're
Yeah,
like,
the balloons look like that too. So they're probably proper for the balloon, but they're
yeah,
not
that's
a
what the
proper
balloon.
Mickey shape. Yeah.
It's almost like too long. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, I get that. It's like weird, like someone's pulling
Weird.
his ears or something. Weird.
Oh my gosh, not the
Um,
70th um silhouette with the Trump hair that was going around and Disneyland changed it.
Wait, what is it? I don't know what this
Wait,
is.
what? That came and went through the
What was
algorithms already.
it?
Yeah. So you know how they have those I guess they're like it's like an art display weather vane thing out in the Esplanade or somewhere.
Yeah, yeah. It's like
So
the Tower of the Four Winds again. They keep like redoing
they
that
love it. They love
Rolly
that.
Crump.
Mary Poppins. Okay, so the top one or one of them is the partner statue, but it looked nothing like the partner statue. The guy
Did
holding
Walt look
Mickey's
like
hands
Trump?
was clearly Donald Trump. Like it was just clearly like it had his hair. The only other thing it could have been is maybe like one of those Hanna-Barbera cartoons or something because of the
What
hair.
the fuck?
But it was clearly
Why
him.
would it was on Walt's head? Because he's never worn his hair like that. Not
Never,
once.
never. That's why it was like, what? And of course, it hit the socials very fast. People were very mad. And within like 48 hours, they changed it. So that
That's
stuff like works when people talk about it.
I guess I should have tagged Disney in my you saw my oh yeah, we talked about it. The English language error they did.
Yeah, the apostrophe, New
Yeah.
Orleans apostrophe,
New
yes.
Orleans.
But yeah, that weather vane one was hilarious.
Dang, what the heck? That's pretty wild.
Yeah.
Um, well, anyway, a couple other things going on for the 70th anniversary that was announced today. was that the Better Together parade is coming back. If you were into that in DCA, which is it's cute. I don't really, I'm just not a parade person in general, but a lot of
What
people
is
are
that,
very hyped.
Pixar?
Yeah, it's like a Pixar parade, similar.
Okay.
It's not the Pixar Play Parade, but it's a different one, and it uses like Four Towns music, right?
Oh, okay. All right. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. So that is coming back. And then the other thing that seems really cool, and I'm still trying to figure out if this is only for Magic key holders or not, but they have added Magic Band Plus activations all around the park. I think there might be only like five of them so far. But you tap your band and it gives you a little collector card. And my girl, Tilly, is getting some action because they added one to her. And I'm so proud of my girl over at the Main Street Cinema. You can now go tap your magic band on her and she'll give you a little card.
I'm so excited. That's cool. I've only
Right?
seen some pictures of like the Frontierland one that gives you a card. And it seems like, yeah, anyone who has Magic Band 2.0, I think it'll work for them.
Yeah, yep.
Um,
So,
oh, so cool for
yeah, Magic Band Plus, I think
Tilly.
it's called. And, but the ones I saw, they, at least, I don't know if it was just the one person that I saw posting it. It said Magic Key on it. So, like,
Oh, there's ones
I don't
too
know if
that
they're
say
different.
"Welcome home, DVC."
Yeah, maybe.
They know your thing. It'll say, "Hello, Visa Disney Plus subscriber."
It's like, sup, Jen?
They
Like,
love
yo, what
that.
up? What up,
Wow.
Tilly? My girl. So yeah, that's pretty cute. I'm excited that she's getting a little bit of some airtime with people. People probably never even look at her, poor thing. And
Poor
now
thing.
lots of
She'll
people are
have
going to
her
be visiting
moment.
her. Yes, she will. So I'll be doing that on May 16th also. So once again, if anybody is going to be there, holler at your girl because I'm going by myself as of now. I have friends coming in the afternoon, but not the morning. I'll be there bright and early. So let me know.
May 16th.
Well, other things, there's been so much going on the last couple weeks. Like this is like if anybody ever says like don't you get bored of Disneyland, right? We get that question all the time. Like absolutely not. Like all this crap going on. Like there's like a million, not crap. I said crap. That's a bad word for this
Crap.
moment. Look at all this
Magic.
fun going on at Disneyland. There's so much fun things to do. So many fun things to do.
And what was crazy is I was in Disney's Alani in Hawaii on the same day that you were at Disneyland for Tiki-land Day. Wow, we were
That's
both
right.
experiencing the enchantment of the Pacific.
Right? We were enjoying the Polynesian badness. I loved
Yeah.
it. And this was a really interesting day. I just wanted to talk about it real quick. So at Tiki Land Day, it was a similar format to most of these fan days where there's like group photo meetups and we all go on the Mark Twain together. It's like kind of they all do the same thing together. And these Adventureland Day and Tiki Land Day lined up a lot where it's like now we're all going on the Tiki Room together, right? So the funny thing though was that this landed the exact same day as Bats Day, with if any of you are familiar, I think it's their 25th anniversary or maybe that was last year, but they've been doing it at least 25 years, is like Bats Day in Disneyland, which is basically Goth Day at Disneyland. And it was so funny. It's way bigger than Tiki Land Day. There was like thousands of people in all black and like gothed out, like super hardcore gothed out. And then there was people in like their rainbow like tiki gear, right? Like super
Oh my
colorful. It
gosh.
was like the contrast between the two was amazing. And I remember saying our friend Nicole was with us. And I'm like, if I had had time or thought about it before, I would have loved to do like a mashup like outfit,
Oh, that would
right?
have been
Like
cool.
have like a really like sick like goth black dress or something, and then have like tiki flowers all over it or something. Like just like kind
Yes.
of
A
find a way to
black
like mash
flower
them up.
lei would be
Yeah,
so
yeah.
cool.
See, yeah.
Oh my
It's like
gosh.
so much opportunity in there to like mix match those two,
It's like
and
at the
then
mall when you have Hot Topic next to like Tommy Bahamas or something like that.
yeah, yeah. It's actually like Hot Topic is a great combo store. Also, there's like well, when we were going to Hot
Yeah,
Topic, it was like the
at least
raver
back in the
half
day.
and like
Yeah.
the band t-shirt half, right? They're like kind of like two sides of the store. That's so funny. But we did see a couple. I remember saying to Nicole, I was like, I wish that I'd thought about it, or I wish other people would do it. And then we saw two people that I think, out of the millions of people that were there, I saw two people I think were doing mashups of that. I'm like, that's hella
Oh,
cool.
okay.
Yep. Another funny thing about that day was that I wanted Nicole to see the Disneyland band up and close and get the full-on experience. However, it was the exact same time as the Bats Day photo op. So there was thousands of people ready and packed in to where the Disneyland band's playing. And they didn't stop the Disneyland
Oh,
band. They had to
wow.
clear everybody out, bring the Disneyland band in front of the castle. And it was so funny because they had like likely the largest audience they've ever had, right? Because there's literally thousands of people there. And meanwhile, usually like maybe 50 people crowded around them or 100 at max, right? It was crazy. So like
Wow.
when they were finishing their songs, like everyone cheered and it just like went wild and it was super cute. So I felt really excited for them to be going through that too with everybody like being their fans. It was super cute. But
That
they
must have
also
been
cut
really
the show
fun for
short.
them to play in that, being immersed with the people.
Yeah, they actually pulled a lot of improvisation off of their little jokes. Like they said, "Oh, I think we're wearing the wrong outfits" and stuff like that. Like they made
Uh,
little like nods and jokes towards the crowd that was there, and it was very cute. But nonetheless, I was there for Tiki-land Day, um, and it was very cute. We woke up very tired. You had just left that morning. Do you remember this? You were in town. You left in the
yeah.
morning. Nicole and I were so exhausted. We did so much stuff. And so we just like, I barely put on like a flowery tiki type shirt and got to the park. That was it. That's all I did. I had like a whole plan. I had a whole outfit, a dress, things to put in my hair the whole night. Didn't, no, it was
Great
not happening.
expectations.
Tiki Land light for me. But nonetheless, it was super fun day, very cute. And then also, I went to Star Wars Day at Disneyland. See, there's just like so much going on. Like, and this is the life of a Disneyland local. You could just go to all of them now, right? You don't have to pick and choose or tread time. You could just go, just do all of it.
But you
So
need
I
that
went to,
reservation, park reservation.
yes, you do need to plan ahead for sure for any of these
Uh-huh.
specialty days. I'm always booked out. All my six reservations are again booked out for things happening because I want to get these days, right? So, like, I don't even have another reservation until after this Friday. I don't think I have another reservation until June, but like oh, I have May 31st because I have friends coming to town. Shout out to Brian and TJ. What up?
What?
Um,
What? What? What?
and
What?
Joy. Joy will be here too. Shout out to Joy. But yeah, so that's like the next day, and then it's June. Like, and then after that, it's like you got to book these things ahead of time. So what can you do? But I was there on Star Wars Day, which I also had booked for a long time, May the 4th in Disneyland. And I had not done the Star Wars Day After Dark tickets this year. And the reason I didn't
Oh,
was two things. One, there's a lot going on. I've already done Star Wars Day a bunch. So I'm like, I could skip one. And my girl Claudia, shout out to Claudia, could not make it this year. I always go with her. So I'm like, you know what? I think this is the year where I'm just going to skip. But I can go to the park on Star Wars Day and still enjoy the
uh-huh.
festivities and see all the costumes showing up with that mix in time. And then I was going to try to sneak around. I had this whole plan, right? I was like, you have to wear the wristbands, but it's cold outside. So I got a jacket on. No one's going to see. It's going to be really hard to catch me. 20 minutes into it, 20 minutes. They come by our tables and like, can everybody show us our wristbands? I'm like, fuck, like what? They never do this. So I'm already called out and I'm like, oh, I was just having food with my friends.
Busted.
Like, out. Right? It's like,
Stormtroopers
get out.
kicked you out. I for sure thought they don't check as long as you don't get on a ride or something.
Same. I thought I could just float. Like I knew I wouldn't be able to do anything. Like, let me make that clear. Like when you are doing what I was doing, trying to be a stowaway, like you can't go on rides or do anything. But you can like see and you experience the atmosphere and stuff. So I bounced. I was just like, you know what? I'm exhausted and I've already been scando enough for the day. So I just took off and I'm so mad I did because I could have easily floated to the next area until I got kicked out of there. And guess who was there that night? Diego Luna from Andor. And he
Wow.
did a special speech in front of the castle. And they had a special projection show that was just for May the 4th. So like they actually did unique stuff that
Wow.
I could have seen, but I did not pay for the ticket, so get the fuck out, right? That's on me.
Cassian Andor was there himself. I really like Diego Luna, so I would have been excited about that. Now, I I remember in the past them not doing a ticket event on May the 4th so that everybody could go. Was that last year or am I just misremembering? I'm surprised they
Um,
did that.
yeah, I don't
Wow.
know. I don't know why
But I
they.
guess you could go that day. You just couldn't go to any of the cool stuff unless you bought a ticket.
Yeah, yeah, maybe. I mean, that's what this was like though.
No, I mean
So
that's what I'm thinking is this year. Yeah, I don't know if I like that. I think
yeah,
it
yeah.
should be for
I know people
everybody.
were upset because they're like, they did all this special stuff for May the 4th. Why was it at that Star Wars night? And then people that chose another Star Wars night to go to were like, how come they got a different
Oh,
experience than me?
uh-huh,
And I've been there before. Like I went to Oogie Boogie on like opening night or something, and then they brought Zombie Captain America
uh-huh.
later, and I was like, what the heck? That would have been cool, but he wasn't there for my event. Um, what can he do? Disney will
What
do
can
things
you
the way
do?
they want. Still have tons of fun nonetheless. So yeah, just a ton of stuff going on. And I will mention some other things that I've done that there's just too much. This is like how cool it is. Like there's so much stuff going on in Disney and some other places that I just can't even fit it in. So I'm going to let you take the mic for a bit, but I will be talking about in next week's episode an event that I went to at the Imagineering campus. So WDI. It was Duffy and Friends' 20th anniversary, which sounds boring for 90% of us likely, but I will tell you, I had fun and I'm excited to talk about it. So
Well,
check
that's a
in.
very fascinating topic. And the first thing I always tell people when they don't know who Duffy is and I show them, I talk about the giant hidden Mickey on his face. He is a Mickey Mouse head
Oh,
face.
yes, his like the white part. Yep.
Yeah, and you
Yep.
can't unsee it once you see it, and then you see
It
it
was
on all
very
his
cute.
Duffy friends. So cute.
Yep. Very cute.
Okay, so you have some good learnings from the actual
Yeah, I
live
will teach you
panel.
guys
Yeah.
everything you need to know about Duffy and Friends coming up soon. Actually, I'm not even going to promise it's next week because we might, depending on how the 70th drop goes, I might be talking more about that. But
Drop
soon. And speaking of, Duffy and friends are going to be part, or at least Duffy and one of his friends are part of,
part
excuse
of.
me, random cough, are part of the 70th anniversary also. So they're bringing them back to Disneyland right now,
Interesting.
right?
Huh.
They're part of the parade and everything. So they are,
Weird.
yeah, they're around. They are around in Disneyland again. It's been a
I
long
wonder if they're
time.
like, let's try again now that things like the Labubu are
Yeah,
popular.
yeah,
Uh-huh. That
maybe
marketing
so.
team, the
Yep, they're
products,
on it.
they're on it.
So I went to that, and then also I went to Universal Fan Fest at
Wow.
Universal Studios here in Hollywood, and it was crazy, and I can't wait to talk all about it.
That one I'm very
Ah,
excited to hear about. It sounds like next week's episode might even have a pretty big splash of Universal between FanFest, Trip Report, and guess where I'm going tomorrow, Wednesday, when this episode airs, May 14th. I'm going to be back at Epic Universe for another
really?
theme park annual pass holder preview day.
Oh, this is
Yep.
another one. Wait, what was the first one on Annual Pass Preview Day,
Same.
right?
Uh, but this time I'm not going to have a hotel. And this time they've already gotten better about showing on the app what is going to be closed for pre-opening updates. Like they're fixing things. And you can even change the date if you're mad. They let you. But I like going knowing that some rides are already going to be down. Like it said, the Ministry of Magic Harry Potter ride is down. We're fixing it. It's getting ready for its premiere. So I'm like,
Oh,
okay, so then I'll have to worry about like jumping on the app every 2 hours. And guess what they're doing?
huh.
You can still do a walkthrough of the queue.
That's cool. I
Pretty
like that.
cool, right?
Okay.
So I could take my time, take some photos in there. So yeah, I'll
Yeah.
have some details if there's anything new that I noticed this time around.
Very exciting. And you're going again like in June something, right? June 2nd or
June
something?
something. That's going to be my
Yeah,
first time
you
with an
are killing
express
it over there.
pass to see if it's worth it.
Yes. All
Uh-huh.
the testing. I love it.
And that's the first time after grand opening too. So, wow.
Wow. Crazy, crazy. That is super exciting though. And then we've got even more Universal coming next time too. So we just have a lot to talk about.
A lot to talk about.
So much to talk about.
Another thing that I think we're allowed to talk about in terms of spoilers now is Marvel's newest movie that hit the theaters very recently, Thunderbolts asterisk, which is actually now retitled as The New Avengers. So exciting. Love the asterisk. Love how they kept that going for like a year and a half. Very clever. So Thunderbolts came out, aka The New Avengers. You watched it, I think, in a one of the crazy wild formats.
Yeah, I went to see it in 4DX, and if you guys have not experienced 4DX, like you have to, especially like theme park goers, it's like being on a ride for 2 hours, which sounds exhausting, and it was exactly that.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. The first time I did 4DX was, oh boy, was 10 something years ago, was The Force Awakens on like my third or fourth watch.
Yeah,
Like
I would say that
I
too.
don't think I would do it on a first watch because I gotta pay
Yeah,
attention.
I did it on my first and likely only watch of Thunderbolts, but I kept thinking of like all these old throwback movies I would love to see in 4DX, right?
Yeah.
That
Jurassic
something I
Park,
already
stuff like
know.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Jurassic Park would be great. Like the ones I know by heart, and that would be fun to turn it into a ride, really, is like
Yeah.
what you kind of think about it. I wouldn't say go see a movie that you're super excited about. You know me, I'm like, I love Marvel and I love Avengers, but not to a level that most of us do. So I think it was fine for me. But as we talk about it, you'll probably realize that I probably didn't pay attention to half the movie because the
Wow.
experience
Wow.
was
Just
so crazy.
the level of disrespect. I can't even.
It's on
I
purpose.
know. I'm just kidding.
So wait. Okay, let me just take a minute to talk about this for a second. So what I thought 40X was these chairs that move, and I'm just saying move, not throw you around like a fucking rag doll. Okay, there's two very different things there, intensity wise. I thought it was just gonna be like they move, like little some hydraulics. I saw the big plugs of the hydraulics in the back of the chair when we got there, and I was like, huh, seems like a lot. All right, but I didn't, still throw caution to the wind. I also knew there was gonna be some kind of water effects and like different things going on in the movie theater. I did not expect that I would literally not be able to eat my popcorn because I'm holding on to it for dear life while this chair is trying to quite literally throw me out of it. And like it was crazy. It was
I would have
nuts.
thought as a theme park person, you would have known right away 4DX because it's always like 4D, like Honey I
I just didn't
Shrunk,
think it would be that
Bugs
crazy
Bugs
for
Life and
a
all that.
movie. Like you can't watch a movie while that's happening. You know
There's
what I
sometimes
mean?
they have water spray and mist and
There was
fog.
there was
Did they have that?
snow. We had snow in ours. There was fog. There was burning smells. There was they had air jets. This is the first thing that happened. Fargo, my lovely roommate, and I, we sat down in our chairs. We had our popcorn. We were ready to just, get into the movie experience. And all of a sudden, there's some trailer going on, and it shoots air, what do they call it? Like air jets or whatever, out of the back of our headrest into the back of our heads, and it scares the shit out of both of us. She screams like a vocal, loud scream, and I spit my water everywhere because I was just. And then we went into hysterics for like 2 hours straight. Like I could not stop laughing. We got the giggles every time the chair would act up again. It was just like we're just laughing. We couldn't even take it seriously.
The chair
So
reminds me of Days of Thunder from Great America. Do you remember that
on
ride?
crack though.
Yeah.
See, that's what I thought it was gonna be, Days of Thunder. This was way crazier than at least how I remember Days of
Days of
Thunder.
Thunder was, yeah, it was pretty, but it didn't have the 4D. It was just the chairs.
Okay.
But I remember that, like, you had to have a seatbelt on and you get
Oh yeah,
flung.
see, we kept thinking we're like, we kind of need seatbelts. Like I had to keep pushing myself back in my chair. I'm probably just not tall enough. Like my feet didn't really reach the where you there's like a thing, a footrest that you're supposed to put your feet on to hold yourself in the fucking chair.
That's
And
so
so it
funny.
kept throwing me out of it. And then also, like the chair literally beats you up. Like there's things in the back that punch you when they're fighting. It was
Bee
like
stings.
multiple different areas. No, it was like whole fists of
Oh
punching. Just
my
like
goodness.
it was, oh my God. It was bananas, but it was so fun. Like I want to go do it again. And I'm really into taking people who have never been and not tell them. Anyway, enough of that. Carry on. Sorry.
No, I'm surprised that was your first one. I
Yeah.
I do want to go see movies that I've already seen. Like Wicked had one, and the fans kept saying you got to go do it, but not your first one, but you got to go do it. And it's
See,
already
that might be a
gone.
better
It's gonna
movie
win.
because it wouldn't, I don't think it would
Avatar.
beat you
I
up as
feel like I
much.
might have done it on
We
Avatar.
did say Avatar. I don't think it was
Yeah.
out yet, right? Maybe the second Avatar.
I think this came out. I'm trying to look at like 2004 or something. It's been a while.
4DX has been around since then.
Yeah. Let's see.
Maybe only in cities like San Francisco, and I wouldn't have gone out there for that.
Two-
But for me, also, I'm gonna say, like, I am old school theater. I don't even do anything special in movie theaters. I like the standard viewing. I feel like
Sandra.
most of the things are overdone and it doesn't work. Like the D box, I feel like it's so loud, it's like annoying
I
instead of
like to
sounding good.
always watch what the director intended. That's the best place to start. So if the director goes, "Oh, I filmed this in IMAX. You should watch it in IMAX." I go, "Okay."
Yeah, but then if the theater doesn't do the IMAX correctly, it doesn't, it's a wash,
Oh yeah,
right?
you have to then I have to go and find a real IMAX, which is in Hasselhoff.
Yeah. Yeah, like when like I went to D box once with Danielle actually because she keeps raving about how it's the same price as the other ones or whatever. You know how she is. So I go to it, but it just sounded like you know when you pull up to a stoplight and someone's got their trunk rattling because they have their bass so
Oof.
loud and it doesn't even sound good. That's what it felt like to me.
Yeah,
It
I
being
haven't
a
heard
I want it to
what's
sound
D-Box.
good.
Yeah, there you have to get the like very official ones, like Dolby, IMAX. They're both certified. It's a
I
whole
think the D
rigmarole.
box is Dolby,
Is it?
but
That sounds
it's something legit.
it's giving
But
Timu D-Box. D-Box haptic technology. No, I don't think it is. But anyways, I'm a stickler with movie theater presentation, audio,
yeah, that's why I just go
speakers,
standard because I'm like,
video.
forget it. I don't even want to mess with anything because it's going to be wrong. In the AMC theaters, their walls are so thin you can hear the movie next door, and it drives me
Ugh,
nuts.
that's awful. Awful. Okay, so Thunderbolts, the movie, not the
Oh yeah,
not
that's what we're
the
talking about.
40X experience. Um, I really liked it. I think I gave it a 4 out of 5 rating because I think it's a little too long, maybe 30 minutes too long. It felt like I was watching a test screening and there was just a little too much dialogue that needed to be cut. But it was good because it was like stuff like Yelena talking to her dad, who is the Red Guardian, Black Widow dynamic. So it was like cool to see superheroes have like layers, but I don't know, it just felt a little bit long. But I thought it was cute, and I always like seeing like a ragtag group of people that you might not have cared about.
Yeah, like the Misfits. Yep.
Like Guardians. I didn't even know who Guardians of the Galaxy were, and then that
Right.
movie came out, and we're like, oh, these characters. Um, so yeah, I thought that was good. It has a pretty good Rotten Tomatoes score, so that is a good sign in terms of critics because it can be hit or miss with Marvel movies. But what I think I liked the most is that it felt like we're kind of easing back into like the good old days of Marvel where it's just easy to follow. So the mid-credit
Fair.
stinger, right? Like it was like, okay, they're gathering the Avengers, the new Avengers, because we need them back and something's gonna happen. And then they showed at the end credit, whatever it's called these days, stinger, mid teaser, whatever. They showed a multiversal vehicle come out of the sky with the Fantastic Four symbol on it, which is the next movie that's coming out in just a month or so. So it's like very easy. Like, okay, that's what's happening next. Now I can't wait. This is gonna tie together. I don't have to even watch a Disney Plus series in between. And what's really smart about it is Disney is holding on Thunderbolts to be released on Disney Plus until like October, meaning you have to go to theaters if you want to watch this
Oh,
to connect to
interesting.
Fantastic Four.
I was
Back in
already
the
thinking in
day,
my head, or I was like, oh, okay, I could just watch Thunderbolts again because it 40X kind of threw me off a little bit. So I could watch it again on Disney Plus in a few weeks. Guess not.
nope, you gotta wait, see it in movies. And we haven't had that since like back in the day when it'd be like Iron Man and then went into Thor and then it went into the Avengers, and it's like, okay, very simple. So I'm hoping that it continues. Kevin Feige and all the Marvel people said they are um, doing more quality over quantity, and they're going to start disconnecting Marvel television from the MCU, meaning you don't have to do your homework to watch it. That's the way they described it.
Oh,
So
okay.
kind of interesting to see this all come together.
That's very cool. Okay, fair. I'm into that. Helps me follow also.
Right.
Thank God I have you though, because like you keep me in line. You
Got
teach
to
me what I
explain
need
it
to know.
all. Yeah, and
Yep.
I think it helps because you can still get like extra glitter, not glitter, what's the word? Like extra excitement if you do know the comics or if you do know the Disney Plus shows, but you don't
Yeah.
have to anymore. So that would be nice. Um, One other thing about Thunderbolts that I thought was really cool was a lot of the stunts they did themselves,
Oh, I
including
don't know that.
Florence Pugh. She what's the word? Demanded it.
Oh,
And
excuse me.
yeah, and
What a
the studio didn't
badass
like it because
bitch,
that means you have to pay more insurance and all that stuff. But if Tom Cruise gets to do his own stunts for like these Mission Impossible movies, let her do it if she wants to.
right?
I think even Scarlett did too when she had her Black Widow movie. I want to say that sounds familiar. Uh, but yeah, I really like Florence Pugh. Like she can carry a movie as the
Yeah.
lead.
Do you know that she's my girl crush?
Girl crush, there she is.
She
Midsummer.
is. Yeah, it was from Midsummer.
What
Oh,
a
I do love her
weird
though. And
movie.
like I started following her on TikTok and stuff like that, and you get to see like a little glimpse into her. She just seems like a really cool person. Like,
Yeah, I think so
yeah.
too. I felt
So
that
I
through
love me
her
some Florence Pugh for
through the
sure.
interviews and her algorithm pop-ups. Okay, so you don't remember too much because you're getting thrown around. Is there anything that you liked about it in terms of like moving forward Marvel stuff with new people?
Um, you know what I noticed about it that I liked? This is again, like it kind of has the same feel as like WandaVision for me, where it's more relatable. Like
Mm.
the main, not main character, but like what would you call
They're
the
like not necessarily superhuman or mutants or anything. Is that what you mean? I'm not sure.
um they are though, right? Like they can do
No, they're like regular
things.
people. Remember like
Like what's his face can jump like a million miles into the sky. That's not a regular person thing.
which guy?
Um Remember somebody could jump and they're like, why don't you just jump up that tunnel thing they had to crawl up?
Oh wait, they're like hopping on it. Oh, it was what's his name? Has a super serum. Yep. US agent.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, he was like the original Captain America before he killed everybody or whatever.
Yeah, he was the first to replace him before Sam Wilson did.
I like that he was there. That's right. I'm sorry, not the original, but yeah. Um, I like that he was like has another part after he was in that series.
Yeah,
That
and
was
it's
cool.
like a lot of them a cool theme about these characters that I guess also make them layered and relatable is they're all in this movie to redeem themselves for whatever they did in past movies or TV shows.
Yeah, that's cool.
And even if you haven't seen it, they at least talk through it and talk about what they've done in the past because they're like those anti-heroes where they just did what needed to be done and sometimes it benefited the good guys and sometimes it didn't. And or sometimes they were mind controlled or whatever, like Super or Winter Soldier and even Black Widow #2. So I thought that was interesting because you know that they'll never be able to redeem themselves, but they're going to keep trying, just like that US agent guy. And as I'm talking about it, it also reminds me of Kylo Ren for some reason. And like no matter what he does, he already did some bad things. So yeah, interesting
Yeah.
to see where they take this. And they are the new Avengers now, so they have stuff to avenge. And I guess they like really helped each other as like a team, which was cute to
Yeah,
see.
they definitely have to be a team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, oh gosh, I'm kind of all over the place with my thoughts on this, but another thing that really touched me was the character of Bob,
Hmm.
who is also known as the Sentry in the comic books, and then also they renamed him that when they gave him his grand debut in this movie. But the Sentry, that character Bob, was written a lot as a way to talk about mental illness and things like bipolar
This
disorder
is
and
the relatable
schizophrenia.
part I was talking about earlier, not
Oh,
the
cool.
superhuman stuff. It was this guy. Like that's the same with
Wow.
WandaVision, right? Like it was all in her head. It's
Yeah.
like,
About grief. She was going through grief
yeah.
and what happened. And yeah, with this one with Bob, you're seeing someone who has a version of bipolar disorder where you have the highs and lows. I think I forgot what he called them. He called them something, but then we saw it literally manifest as a
Mm-hmm.
hero and a villain, the darkness versus the uh other side, the God complex where you think you can do everything, and then the darkness where you just want everyone to go down with you. Wow. Just really, really clever writing from the comic books to now them adapting this.
Yeah.
And interestingly enough, there were certain parts, especially when they introduced the Sentry and the way he was experimented on as a kid, did it remind you of anything else in popular media or TV or movies?
Like right now?
Uh-huh.
No.
Oh, so it reminded me of The Boys a
Oh
lot.
my God. Yes. Also, quick side note, shout out to Josias. I had to call a friend after because I was so confused about what did you call him? The
The
Captain America
Sentry.
guy? No, the other
Oh,
one,
U.S.
sorry.
agent.
US agent. I was confused about him because I did not recognize him, and I realized it's because I was thinking of the guy from The Boys. What's his name?
Oh my
Whatever
God.
that
Oh,
Superman guy is.
Homelander.
Homelander. Yep.
Yeah.
I was super confused. I just didn't recognize him. He wasn't in
Yeah.
that series for more than what the first 10 minutes or something. So,
It's interesting because Homelander is kind of a combo between the Sentry and U.S. agent.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. And then the whole Thunderbolts vibe reminded me of The Boys. And I think it was even
Yeah, totally.
PG-13, maybe rated R. It was like leaning toward Deadpool territory, but not that extreme. But um, so I had to look into it. I was like, okay, so who copied who? And it turns out Marvel did publish the Thunderbolts very first issue in 1997.
Oh, well,
Um,
excuse
yeah.
me.
And the
Thank you very
boys
much.
comic books didn't come out until 2006.
Oh,
And Marvel's always been doing that. Like every now and then they would try to like flip it and see what happens when something goes this way. And there were other ones too, like DC did The Watchmen, which is such a good graphic novel and comics, and there's an HBO adaptation that's really good too. So it's been done before. Like, what happens if heroes were in the real world and people started questioning their motives and being unchecked? Like, I think even The Incredibles, Pixar is like that, even though it's more lighthearted. But the way it starts, like they were all banned.
right. Yep.
Um, but yes, I like that. I love that version of like what if and the way the government got involved and you had to pick sides. I don't know. I thought that was really interesting. But yeah, so the boys, I think, honestly, they do it better. They did Thunderbolts better on the series because they just get away with ridiculous. It's rated R.
Yeah, they go wild. Yeah,
It's
there's
not
like no
Disney.
hold barred on the
Yeah, it's
yeah.
like but I thought for trying to fit something like that into the MCU, I thought, Thunderbolts did a pretty good job
Yeah, fair.
getting that across. And I want to also see these characters now interact with all the other characters. I want to see that dynamic play out. Like when US agent has to confront the new Captain America or Captain Marvel and the Sentry, because the Sentry is now like one of the most powerful
Oh yeah, okay.
beings. Like, how do these things go together? And then some of the like smarter, nerdy people, like whenever they meet up with like a Bruce Banner slash Mark Ruffalo, like those are always interesting conversations that happen. Love it, love it. And wow, I still not done. So they're called the New Avengers, and I noticed in one of the posters the shadows of the Thunderbolts, if you look closely, were shadows of the original Avengers because they kind of have
Cute.
counterparts. Um, for example, like the Sentry, I think is like the Hulk, where they have that other inside being that they can't control that
Okay.
causes that wreaks havoc. And which one of them was like showed as Iron Man? I don't know, but people should go look into that. I think it's really cool how they were playing us all along, and these were meant to be the new
That
Avengers. Yep.
was
So
cool. I really I'm I like that getting played all along thing. That's how I felt with that U.S. agent guy because I just thought he was in and out. I'd never see him again, and then now he's got like
Oh,
a lead role in this movie.
right. So the nerds did know because I want to say it's the very last episode of Falcon and Winter Soldier. The credits, um, Fontaine, aka Seinfeld, Julia Louis Dreyfus, with the
Yeah,
purple hair, she showed up on the last episode of that and grabbed who was former Captain America, not yet called U.S. agent, and she said, "Come with me." And I want to say she said U.S. agent. I want to say that, but now I'm Mandela affecting. Um, but I remember then having to look into it, like, what is this? And it was like, yeah, there's these like darker version of the Avengers called Thunderbolts and blah blah blah. And then here we are. Very cool.
and yep. Fast forward a little bit, we got a whole new movie,
But
whole
the best
new
part of all, I gotta tie this back to Walt
timeline.
Disney and Walt Disney's animatronic. Do you know Walt Disney's last words? We always talk about it.
Kurt Russell.
And who is the father of the actor who plays U.S. freaking agent?
Kurt Russell.
Dun dun dun. Wyatt Russell is the son of Kurt Russell, and yes, he plays U.S. agent. I just love that for him.
That is crazy. I did like the movie, even though I was lightly distracted or severely distracted. Um, but I think and this is the thing when you say it's like more streamlined and not as confusing. Maybe that was perfect timing for me to try these stupid chairs out because I was able to follow it. Like I still
It was pretty
understood the movie.
straightforward.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Yeah. I would also give it a decent score, maybe like 3.5 out of 5. I
Oh,
felt it
that's
just
a pretty good
wasn't
score.
as thrilling as I had wanted it to be, but it was, I don't know, it was good. Good watch.
I saw a funny TikTok about New Yorkers who live in the MCU and how like every other year like some shit goes down and it's like so fun. Like they're sitting in their TV and then all of a sudden like their best friend gets blipped and they're gone for like 5 years. And then this other one where they're sitting there and they all turn to the Black Shadows from
Yeah, oh, I like that
Thunderbolts.
effect. That was really cool.
And they're all like in their depression hell. And then they come back. And then there's another one where they're just trying to sit, watch TV, and then the aliens come from the Avengers one with Loki, and it's like, give us a break, guys.
Oh my God, poor New Yorkers.
Spider-Man, there's always something going down.
Yeah, they like mess shit up too.
Yeah, they do.
Like they like knock buildings down and flip buses over and cut
Uh-huh.
them in half and all sorts of shit.
All these bystanders. Oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
I would never live in New York. I don't think, if you think about the economy of New York after superheroes take.
Superheroes. They that was an actual major plot point in Superman in one of the recent Supermans, which is DC Comics, but the destruction of Metropolis and to the extent of what, just to save like one or two people? Is that good or
Right,
bad? It's interesting,
right,
right?
yeah.
Dun 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 dun, dun politics. Okay. So we are going to end today's episode with a very fun game, taking it
Okay.
back to Disneyland and Disneyland
Ooh.
70th.
Oh,
We are
good.
going to do a game of password.
Okay.
Now, do you remember how to play password?
No, I was gonna ask, can you please tell me and the listeners how to play
Yes.
password?
So I'm going to try to get you to guess a word that has to do with
Okay.
Disneyland, but I'm only allowed to say one word
Oh, it's like code names,
and you have to get it. Similar, very similar.
except for I
There's
don't
a
have
there's
options.
a game show called Password. You don't remember it? The password is, and then it would show the audience on TV on
I
the
don't. I
the people
don't.
watching TV, the
Is it
viewers.
like they play something similar on $10,000 pyramid or whatever?
Yes, their final
Okay.
round is very similar to that.
Cool.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so here we go. The word is turret.
Castle.
Yes. Okay, good job. Mm,
That was very Saturday Night Live church lady.
uh, okay, the password is electric.
Paint the night. No?
Mm,
Main Street Electrical Parade.
yes. Yes. Parade is the answer. So, oh,
Oh,
I should,
okay.
it'll always be one word. That'll be helpful.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
thanks for that. Yeah.
Okay. Um, okay, next one is ooh,
Ooh, it's a tough one, huh?
wishes.
Wishes, dream a dream. Fireworks.
Yes. Oh my God, you got it. Okay. Um,
You're
okay.
so Disney World now. What the heck? I thought this was the Disneyland edition.
Oh, oh shoot. You're right. The words were, but I get to come up with my own clue. Okay, password. Um, God, these are actually getting harder as it goes. Okay. Mm, Barker.
Bob. Wait, that was the Avengers, New Avengers.
That's Price is Right.
Um, Barker, Bird, Tiki Room, Tiki,
Okay.
Drinks, Trader Sam's,
So
Further
let's see.
Away.
Oh, we do one word at a time and then we go back and forth. So, okay. So, robot.
Animatronic.
Animatronic, correct.
Yeah.
Okay. The password is Dan.
Dapper.
Correct. Dapper
Yes.
is the correct answer.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, this next one's actually two words.
Okay.
The password is, ooh, this one's hard. Okay, this is two words. The password is mocktail.
Specialty drink.
Disneyland password is leaf.
What? Um, Bug's Life.
The password is bayou.
Okay, so we have Leaf, Bayou, and Mocktail. Mint Julep.
Mint julep is the correct answer. Three
Booyah.
passwords, and we got it.
Uh. That's what's up.
Booyah. Okay, this next one's also two words.
Okay.
Mm, Sprinkle.
Sprinkle. Sprinkle me, girl. Sprinkle me,
Sprinkle me, sprinkle me.
girl. Um, Sprinkle. Oh, wait, two words?
Two words.
All I can think of is like churros or beignets. Sprinkle, water, rain. What's going on? Oh,
Oh,
I'm supposed
yeah.
to do one word at a time.
One word at a time. So we'll
You're
do, I'll
like,
get
hey, you're ruining the game.
I'll give you the
Sprinkle.
next
I don't know.
password.
Rain.
Next
Raindrops.
password.
That's one word still.
Raindrops is incorrect. The next password's going to be fly.
Soarin' over California. It's three words. Wait, was it fly?
Oh, yeah.
So we have sprinkle and fly.
Yes.
Okay.
The next password is shimmer.
Sprinkle, fly, shimmer. Tinkerbell. One word.
Close.
Peter Pan.
The
Two
next
words.
password is seasoning.
What? Sprinkle, fly, shimmer, leaf. No, leaf was something else. Sprinkle, fly, shimmer, seasoning.
Seasoning.
Um, Oh God, I just don't know.
Oh, okay. This is the last password we're allowed to give.
Oh no.
Okay.
What is it? What am I gonna do? I
Sprinkle,
fail.
fly, shimmer, seasoning, and
Ugh.
flight.
Light? Oh, he's not happy. You guys that aren't watching YouTube, you didn't get to see Mike's own reaction to his own password. It
Because I
was
already
not a
said
favorable.
fly, so I was like, ooh.
Light
And the hourglass has run out of time.
days. These are the days of our
These
lives.
are the days of our life.
Wait. It's Ray from Tiana's Bayou.
Oh, if you need to fly, all you need is a sprinkle of
Pixie dust.
pixie
How did I not frickin' say pixie dust? I
dust.
said frickin' Tinkerbell, which is also one frickin' word.
One word. Okay, the next,
Everyone was screaming that. What's the frickin'
everyone.
seasoning though? That was
Because
a
I was trying to
terrible
get you to
one.
think of like
No,
shaking the
no, you're
powder,
terrible.
like shake the
You should
Parmesan
say
cheese.
shake.
Shake it. Bop it, shake it. Ta 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 ta.
I was
Okay.
like Old Bay leaves. I don't know. Like it's like way off.
The next one is two words also. Okay. Express.
Um, it's gonna be Lightning Lane.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got
Come
it.
back.
Lightning
Don't
Lane.
call it come back.
Don't call it a comeback. Previously known as Genie Plus, previously
Max
known as
Pass.
Max Pass, previously known as Fast Pass. Okay. Next one is two words. Alone.
Alone. Single rider.
Single rider. Wow, you
Yeah,
got it. You got
killing
that
it.
one. Woo. Okay, these two word ones are hard, but you've been getting them. Okay, the next one is also two words. Mm, this one's hard. Huh. Okay. Mm, uh, collectors. Collectors.
And it's two words.
Yes. Password is
Collectors.
collectors.
Pocket pals.
Oh, I love a pocket pal. Okay, the next password is sharp.
Collectors. Sharps.
Sharp.
It's two words. Sharp. Collectors. Sharp. Collector sharp. Pins. Pin trader.
Pin trader. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
You got that one. Okay. Okay, um the next Disneyland password question clue is secret.
Of Nim. Just kidding. Don't count that. Um,
It's also a two-worder.
secret. Secret. Secrets don't make friends. Secret. 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 Magic key. I don't know. I
Ooh.
need another one.
Okay, the second password is find.
Scavenger hunt.
The third password
Oh, shoot.
for this Disneyland password question is shapes.
And we have secret, find, and shape.
Shapes.
Shapes. Shapeland. Secret, find, shapes. Secret, find, shapes. Oh, God. This is another one. People are screaming right now. I know
They're
it.
screaming. They're screaming.
I don't know it.
Or the next password is pointing.
Hidden Mickeys.
Hidden Mickeys. Wow, we got it. Four passwords in. We had one more password
I was
left to
like, what do I
go.
point out at Disneyland? Ah, that was
Hidden
a good clue.
Mickey.
That was a good password.
Okay, next clue is also a two-parter, two-worder. Exclusivity.
Club 33.
Bam.
Boom.
You just won a lifetime membership to Club 34,
Oh, Timu.
which is just your apartment around the corner.
Oh, okay. I'll
Um,
take a free apartment in California any day.
Free
Thanks.
apartment near Disneyland. Okay, the next Disneyland clue is one word. These are getting harder and harder. We're at the final stretch, which is just hard, difficult.
Shoot.
The password is center. I already know my guess.
Esplanade.
You
First
got
of
it.
all,
I thought you were gonna say hub.
YouTubers, non-YouTubers, the face was also unfavorable with the password. However, I got
You
it. Woo!
got it. I thought for sure. I thought, oh, that was gonna go hub, but yeah, it was Esplanade, which I think I've only learned the word Esplanade as a young person
I think you just learned
because of
it when we
this.
were doing that scavenger hunt, and
Because
you're like, Esplanade? Like, what?
I remember only as the thing in front of Disneyland.
You
That's
know,
so
that's just what
weird.
Disney calls it.
Yeah, very weird. Okay. Now the next clue is okay, we're talking about Disneyland here, okay?
Yes.
Mythical.
Maleficent, the dragon version.
Ooh. The next password is mountain.
Ooh, abominable snowman. Is it
Oh,
one word or two word?
that's correct.
Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say the judges would have accepted Yeti, Harold, and Abominable Snowman.
Ooh, it's not a Yeti though. Oh my
Technically, the Yeti
goodness.
is
Oh my
Expedition
goodness.
Everest, but the judges said for the purposes of this game
Okay, the judges are being kind. They're
and the
grading on a
audience
curve.
members, yeah.
It's very nice of them.
Okay, next is the password is spectacular.
Nighttime. Nighttime
True.
spectacular.
That is true. The next password is dragon.
Spectacular dragon. Hmm. Spectacular and dragon. Is this now phantasmic?
Yes, that is correct.
Yes.
Fantasmic, which is the ultimate nighttime
Nighttime
spectacular.
spectacular.
Like I wouldn't even consider Main Street Electrical Parade a nighttime spectacular. That's just a parade,
That's fair.
nighttime
I think
parade.
it is just a phantasmic thing, but for some reason I just
Yeah, very few things can qualify. You know, I what about Mickey's Main Street Mix-a-thon? No, not really. Yeah, with fireworks.
Mickey's Main Street. Wait, Mickey's
Mixtape.
Mix Magic is
Yes.
not spectacular at all. However, I do enjoy it.
Yeah. It's spectacular to us. Um,
Right.
okay. Couple more of really, really, really hard ones. Okay, now this one I will tell you is three words, and the password is engine. Ooh, I don't know.
Engine number nine. What? Ooh, it's not a good one. It's unfavorable. Okay.
No, not engine. Engine.
Engine. Uh-oh, I don't get it
You know the
already.
engine, like Indian, but pronounced engine.
I'm not going there. I don't even know where you're going
It
with
is.
this one.
It's there. I can't help it. I didn't put it there.
And it's three words.
Uh-huh. It is a place. Disneyland.
Place in Disneyland that has to do with engine. Peter Pan's flight.
Ooh, yikes. There's multiple places where I guess this does show up politically incorrect in the park. No, the next password is
Oh,
novel.
novel.
Mm. As in
There's
like
no
book.
there's no bookstores. Novel. Storybook Land
And the
Canal
third password is going to be rivers.
of America. Oh, Mark Twain Riverboat.
Ooh, that's a good guess. The
Ooh,
fourth password is children.
so we have engine, children. What were the other ones?
Rivers.
Rivers.
I think that's it.
It's three words.
Um, Next word is,
Novel.
oh yeah, novel slash
Novel
book.
also. But it's a place. Yeah, I need another one. I don't know.
Okay, the final password before the hourglass shatters is raft.
Oh, oh, it's Tom. No, because that's not what it's called anymore. Is it Tom
Uh,
Sawyer's Island?
It is Tom Sawyer's Island with Injun Joe was written over there. Was one of the characters in the Tom Sawyer book. Thank you very much.
Oh, okay, okay.
So it is what it is. It's there. Okay. And the very last one is going to be okay, this one is going to be one word in
One word.
Disneyland. And the password is chocolate.
Confectionery.
Correct. I was just gonna say
Candy
fudge.
Palace. Fudge. Oh, that's actually the first thing I was gonna say.
Uh,
I should
Fudge.
have gone with it.
You know what else this reminds
Too
me
bad they
of?
haven't had it since 2020.
Bring it back. These fake COVID
Please.
reasons for not bringing things back is getting
Serious.
on my last nerves,
Seriously.
including room service at many hotels. But this password game also reminds me of a team building game we've done before, HR, where we have to say the same word at the same time,
Convergence.
convergence, which one day we should do with other Disneyholics. That would be fun.
We should. We should. That'd be fun.
Well, that was password.
Thanks. That was a good one. I liked Disneyland theme stuff, but you screwed up because there's no Tom Sawyer's Island on Disneyland.
Wait,
I'm
what is it
disappointed.
called? Are you calling, you mean
That's Disney
Pirate's Lair?
World again. Well, it used to be called Tom Sawyer's Island, but now it's
Oh,
Pirate's
that's what I mean.
Lair.
I refuse to call it Pirate's Lair. I thought,
It's fair.
yeah,
I'll give
I
that to
always
you.
thought it was a temporary overlay, like because they put a
Yeah, I
flag
think a
up
lot
that
of
one
us
time,
did.
and like when that pirate stuff got expanded. No, no, no. It's Tom Sawyer's Island. No, thank you.
No, thank you. All right. Is that it? A wrap?
Well, anyways,
The
we
clapboard's
got
out.
we got into the Disneyland 70th spirit. We found out what is coming out merch-wise and some of the stuff that's going to be experienced at the park and everything starting. You're going to be going there May 16th this week. We also talked about some fandoms like the Bats Day event, the Tiki-land Day event, Star Wars Day, and then of course we reviewed Thunderbolts asterisk, aka the new Avengers.
Yeah. Well, thank you all for listening, and we hope you enjoyed episode 240 of the Disney Holic Show.
Follow us on social media at the Disneyholics.
And if you'd like to get in touch with us, send us a DM on Instagram or contact us at thedisneyholics.com.
Okay,
Goodbye.
bye.